And welcome everyone to this week's edition of Wi-Fi Wednesday. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi Networks, and we meet here on Facebook Live and Zoom each and every week to talk about the latest and greatest in Wi-Fi marketing. And this week, I just want to recap again, those who are missing out, haven't seen the last few episodes, really want to make sure that you're checking out the new presentations inside the members area. Inside the members area, you'll find at members.mywifi.io. You'll find on the left side, go to downloads and look at all downloads. Inside there, you're going to find a ton of new presentations. And in fact, we're going to be changing up how those are displayed. Right now, it's just a link to Google Drive. We're going to do a better job at kind of laying them out in tile format, like, with some screenshots, so you can actually see a little bit more about the presentation before you click through. Regardless, all the presentations are still there right now. You can download them. So the link is right available inside the members area. Make sure you go check that out. We also have a whole bunch of new firmware. I know I've been talking about this for a while, and we are literally just about to go live with it. I do want to stress, though, not to disappoint anybody, when we say new firmware, we don't mean new firmware available for every device out there. I mean, there's tens of thousands of devices in the marketplace, Wi-Fi devices or routers, and we obviously cannot support every single one. What I want to show you right now is exactly which ones that we're going to be supporting. Obviously, we have a few rounds of adding new devices here, but I want to stress that the ones that we are adding are only the ones that are compatible with OpenWRT. So those who don't know what OpenWRT is, it's a kind of an open-based firmware that is compatible with a lot of different types of hardware manufacturers out there. Now, obviously, if we wanted to just install our firmware on any device, it would be very difficult to work with every single one of the following manufacturers to get going. And let me just do a refresh here. And yeah, we actually had a whole bunch of logos here that are no longer here. We're going to get those back. But essentially, if you're now looking for a TP-Link device, you can click on TP-Link, and you'll see we're going to have a whole bunch of TP-Links available. So just focusing on TP-Link specifically, if you were looking for, I know that a lot of people are working with the 841. If you just type in 841, you'll see that we work with now the TP-Link 841 version 10, version 8, version 9, which I believe we did before, the ND version 3, ND version 5, and ND version 7. If you're working with, let's say, the TP-Link C7, we now have available for V1 and V2. We also have the Archer C5 available now. Those who asked about the CPE edition ones, we have those also with TP-Link. Again, this is not every single TP-Link device out there. If it's not on this list, we do not have a firmware for it currently. Okay, if it's not OpenWRT compatible, chances are we will not have a firmware for it. We are obviously at the mercy of OpenWRT, primarily because we're using them as a platform. So as I was just saying, for us to integrate with every single one of these manufacturers is very difficult. However, for us to work with OpenWRT and layer our settings over that very well-known and very well-used firmware platform, so to speak, we're able to then really leverage the power of all the previous integrations. Specifically, TP-Link is a big one that a lot of you guys are going to be using. Buffalo is a very good brand as well. We are now supporting a whole bunch of Buffalo devices. Ubiquiti, if you want to use Ubiquiti devices and not use Unify. So if you want to install, let's say you have any Unify outdoor access points, indoor access points, the pros, the long range ones, and you just don't want to use Unify and you want to use it as a normal device, you can now do that. And again, we have a whole bunch. I'm not going to go through every single one until we are officially live with it. But even, D-Link, EasyLink, GLI, tons of different manufacturers now available for you to use. Not yet, I should say, very soon. But that being said, I wanted to keep this week very short and sweet. I want to wish all of our American friends a very happy 4th of July. And unfortunately, I don't have a slide for it that I made here, but I also want to wish a late Canada Day to all of our Canadian partners. That was just a few days ago here. So our office locally in Toronto was closed on Monday, but our support is obviously running all the time. We are now open again, but those of you who are celebrating 4th of July tomorrow, please enjoy yourself. Stay safe with your family. Go enjoy some good barbecue, fireworks, all that fun stuff that happens on 4th of July. and just really use it as a chance to spend time with your family and reflect on where you want to take your business in the next year. Because, I kind of like these check-in points every time there's a, 4th of July, you always remember what you did. And it's always a good opportunity to look back at what you were doing last year, think about where you were in your business and where you were with social Wi-Fi marketing and all that. And think about where you are this year, and also think about where you want to be next year. So use that as kind of a measuring stick to see, what you're barbecuing this year versus what you can barbecue next year, depending on how and where you take your business, because sky's the limit, obviously, if you are all focused and dialed in. That being said, if you have any questions, chat with our support team. We're available 24/7 on chat. We are available 24/7, I should say, for critical issues. However, most of the standard issues, we are available during business hours, Monday to Friday. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Anything urgent, you can always chat with us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. That being said, again, happy 4th of July to all of our American friends. Any questions, chat with support. And we'll see you guys next week on Wi-Fi Wednesday. And I will also update you all in the Facebook group as soon as we go live with all the firmwares. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Stay safe out there, and we'll talk soon.